Kuzuzambullah, I'm Chunizuk Selden, and this is the DSP Podcast. Skills are no longer optional. They are the bridge between education and opportunity. In Bhutan today, thousands of young people are stepping into the workforce not just with qualifications, but with practical, job-ready skills. Today, we take a closer look at the Desum Skilling Program, an initiative that is transforming lives, creating opportunities, and shaping a future-ready workforce. Joining us is the Director of Skilling, Tashi Wangchuk, to help us understand how this program is opening doors for Bhutanese youth across the country. Hello and welcome. Let's start with the first very obvious question, which is what is Desum Skilling Program in simple terms?
DSP is a voluntary institution which was established in 2011. And it's a value-based personal development program with the main objective of encouraging all citizens in the country in the nation-building process. These DSPs, over the last 15 years or so, they have played a significant role in the country. In fact, they have redefined the meaning of volunteerism. They were always there when the country needed them. During times of disaster, they were always there. During crowd control management, they were there. During national events, they were there. And they were also implementing national service projects as commanded by His Majesty. And particularly during COVID, when Bhutan was hit by COVID, thousands of these young men and women in orange, they volunteered. They were deployed in the southern border patrolling, northern border patrolling. They were deployed with health officials, with police officials to assist them. And this was, I always say that the role of DSPs played a critical role in combating COVID-19.
I'm surprised that it has only been a few years of DSP. But I think because of how active our DSPs have been in helping the community out and contributing to the community, we feel like the program has been there. Although, like you mentioned, it was actually during COVID that we realized we really needed skilled human resources. Let's talk about the numbers, last. This started, DSP, the program started in 2021. Or how many DSPs have been able to take part in DSP and how many could take advantage of the programs provided?
Yes. We started the program in April 2021. Commanded that the state must reciprocate. And that's how the DSP Skilling Program was initiated in April 2021 to empower the DSPs in giving them the right skills, competency, so that they become employable and also make them into entrepreneurs in the country. That's how the Skilling Program was born. When we initiated this program, as commanded, the genesis of the program was discover your passion. So that's how, when we started the program, we did not look at the market relevancy. We rolled out programs, diverse programs in various domains, sectors, and areas. We started launching life skills, for example, driving light vehicles, Buddhist philosophy and practices, and so on, construction, ICT, tourism and hospitality, culinary arts, and crafts, screen and media, electromechanical, and so on. We have rolled out hundreds of programs by bringing in both local and foreign experts. Thank you.
But for now, which sectors offer more opportunities for our DSP graduates?
Opportunities.
Job
Job
opportunities. Yes,
opportunities.
actually, once they graduate.
So what we found through our markets, the survey, the tracer study, we have in construction, such as electrical, carpentry, plumbing. In hospitality, we have culinary arts, and even in ICT programs, specialized program in ICT, such as graphic design, networking. This has been very popular, and we have seen that through our tracer study, the more success rates of employment.
Yes. And these, to us who graduated like a decade or two from college, to us, these offers sound so enticing. such an opportunity. But I think it's clear to know who can apply for these programs. So if you could like clarify like, who are people that can potentially um, register for these classes.
When we started in 2021, our program was focused for DSUPs, and only DSUPs
Only DSUPs.
were eligible for the
Yes.
program. And starting last year, we have opened our program and integrated with the Gelsung Secretariat. And now we are even allowing Gelsums to be part of the our program.
Oh, so both DSUPs and recently now GELSUPs too. Wow, okay. Let's now talk about misconceptions and doubts that are faced by our DSUPs and GELSUPs regarding DSP programs. Are there any such misconceptions? Especially, let's maybe start with registration and applying.
Well, one of the misconception that is there among the DSUPs and GELSUPs is if they do not have any voluntary services, if they have not contributed to voluntary services, they are not eligible or they will not get this opportunity of skilling program. Um, um, I want to convey here that this is wrong. Of course, this is applicable for programs which are oversubscribed. If the slots is 20 and if there are DSUPs and GELSUPs, more than 100 registered, then the application, the selection criteria of voluntary points is applicable. But for programs which are undersubscribed, even if the DSUPs who have just finished DSUM training and become a DSUP, they can actually apply and get this opportunity.
I think it's very important that you made that clarification. Like, even I was under the impression that you need to have some sort of volunteer points for you to be able to apply to these programs. The other misconceptions or doubts with registration or application is for regarding the two different methods of applying to the programs. Like there's the app and there's the Google link. Is there a difference between how a difference between their acceptance rates depending on where you apply from?
So currently, whenever there is a program announcement of the program, we put this in our social media pages. So there are two ways you can register. Number one is through the app. Number two, Desung app. Number two is the Google form.
Yes.
And then both this registration, we take it as one platform to register, and they are both considered same.
Yes.
So we gather and collect data from both this Desung app and the Google form. We combine together and then we implement the selection criteria. And then this is just an interim measure. Uh, as most of the DSUPs know that our Desung app is currently not working. That's why we came up with the second alternative of registering in the Google form. But there's good news. Very soon, we will be launching the Desung app. So I think that will resolve all the concerns and issues.
And how about cost? Do DSUPs maybe have to? Is it like fully funded? These DSP programs, are they fully funded or subsidized or like partially funded? Like
The Desung skilling program to the DSUPs and GELSUPs, it's free of cost. DSP, we bear the expenses of managing the trainers, international trainers, managing their logistics, stipends, so everything is covered by DSP. It's absolutely free of cost for the trainees.
wow. And are these trainings all available only in Thimphu, or where are these trainings provided?
We have centers across the country. Thimphu is one center where we have multi-skilling programs. We have one in Punakha, Paduna, where we focus on tourism, hospitality, and foreign language training programs. We have one in Tongsa, Jongkalum, where we focus on construction training programs. We have a training center in Sejong, Gelifu, in GMC, where our focus is on culinary arts. We also have a training in Paro, where currently we impart Buddhism, um, Buddhist philosophy and practices training.
Oh, that's
program.
interesting. Less. Now, we talked about application earlier and who can apply. However, I wanted to talk specifically for programs that are really popular. I'm sure there are people who are registering more than you can take in. So, how does the process look for that then?
We have a selection and recruitment policy.
Yes.
So according to that policy, um, every DSUP is given points based on their contribution, based on their voluntary services. So, for example, if a DSUP volunteers for a day, he gets 1 point.
Yes.
So whenever the program is oversubscribed, we follow this procedure,
Yes.
wherein if a DSUP volunteers more number of days, he or she gets higher points.
Oh,
So
yes.
he or she gets the privilege, priority over others.
Okay.
In the program. That's how the selection is.
I'm just asking this out of curiosity. What if let's say there's an individual DSUP who has availed a couple of services, but still not been successful in finding a job? How would you deal with someone like that? Like, if he goes around subscribing to all these brilliantly excellent programs available, how does DSP see that? He's still failing to get a job if that happens.
There are a number of opportunities. One of the unique feature of DSP is our programs is a short-term integrated program.
Yes.
Unlike other institutions, our programs the duration of the program ranges from 1 month to 3 months. Why we have this integrated program is as His Majesty has always commanded to DSOs to discover their passion. So we want our young DSOs to discover their passion, and then we have said that at least get a maximum of 3 skills in DSO skilling program. So that's why they have
So it's
3 options.
encouraged.
So yes, so they undergo one program. They look for employment, and if they see that it's not employable, they jump into another program, and that's why they have like 3 options
Yes.
available for them to.
But if they are interested, can they go around availing more programs, or is that discouraged?
As far as possible, that's the limit. 3 programs, 3 major programs
Yes.
they can take in.
Okay, less. All right. How does DSP collaborate? You've touched on it a little bit earlier. How does DSP collaborate with outside industries to help DSUPs and GELSUPs now to get to the right job?
So as I mentioned, we have a number of MOUs and agreements signed with various association and relevant institutions in the country. Um, we also have ventured towards having. We have also signed MOU and agreement with, construction companies such as Vashra and Rixar, where they took almost 150 of our skilled DSOPs at the GMC.
Yes.
So through these agreement and MOUs, whenever there's a vacancy available in their relevant sectors, they immediately inform us. We open the vacancy and the slots in our social media pages. The DSOPs and GELSOPs they apply. We shortlist, we interview, and then we deploy them in these relevant industries.
Yes. Shift the focus from having a qualification-based economy to skill-based economy. Mula. Now, going forward, what are the future plans for DSP? La?
Um, well, as I mentioned, when we started the program, the genesis of DSP was discover your passion as His Majesty commanded. And that's why we rolled out. We didn't see the market relevancy. We just launched programs after programs, um, just to let these DSOPs discover their passion.
Yes.
But now we have our team have conducted a number of research and desktop studies, and we are now reformed ourselves, and we are more targeting in developing our workforce towards GMC.
Yes.
For example, there has been a discussion with GMC that we need requirements, huge requirements in the construction industry, in the hospitality industry. And then renewable energy. In addition to what I mentioned earlier, we have also starting 2026, we have one of the strategies, way forward strategies that we have adopted is the global certification pathways. So we will have some programs where they will undergo foundation, intermediate, advanced, and then we connect them to avail international certification.
Yes.
We have conducted few programs in this area.
Yes.
For example, our fitness programs. These are all international certification programs.
Yes.
So similarly, there's a couple of programs that we have identified which will take through this global certification pathways.
So that I think so it's tangible contribution with the Mola towards nation building. In addition to GMC, I think I was going to ask you that question, but I think these questions kind of relate to each other. The national relevance law of DSP, how else do you see DSP contributing to nation building in addition to the answer that you gave earlier, GMC? La?
Well, you see, DSP, I see as not just skilling program.
Yes.
As vision by His Majesty, it's a movement. It's a movement. It's a national transformation, and the concept is 10 years from now, maybe we uh, we want to bring a new identity for our country.
Yes.
A country recognized and known for talent, skills, and knowledge. And I'm sure by rolling out diverse programs, 5 years or 10 years from now, we'll have young people skilled with so many diverse areas, and that would definitely contribute to our national economy.
Any interesting addition to the programs that are available at DSP that people could look forward to? La?
As I was saying, we have a list of programs, very interesting programs, Future Ready Bhutan, and we have interesting programs such as artificial intelligence, which has now become a very popular subject.
Yes.
We have programs which are we are even have introduced life skilling programs, and then the list goes on, and I'm sure we hope that the subs and GALSUBs will be excited to see programs rolling out.
Definitely, La. DSP is it's not just like you said. It's not just training somebody. It is a strategic lever for national growth. In that sense, how else is DSP different from other training programs that are available? La?
Number one, Uh, the distinct features of GSP. Number one, I would say our program is available only for DSUPs and GELSUPs.
Mm.
Number two, we cover much more diverse range of areas than you know. Uh, there are a lot of other institutions providing skilling programs, but our programs, we have some of the programs that we launch are very unique.
Mm.
Like we have ceramics training program. We have mostly on arts and craft. So
Nice.
these are standalone programs. So these
Nice.
are unique programs which are not provided by
True.
other institutions. And number three, we not only training programs. So our center also focuses on imparting skills, soft skills.
Mm.
That's why in DSP we have what we call as uh, we have this core values of DSP,
Yes.
where uh, where we ask our foreign trainers, and both foreign trainers and local trainers to impart these attributes while they get this hardcore skills. In DSP, what we have is what we call as the acronym is Latin.
Yes.
It's the watermarks, four watermarks of DSP.
Mm-hmm.
The acronym is Latin. We say number one is lifelong learning.
Okay.
Second is integrity,
Okay.
um, time management,
Yes.
and finally attention to details. So together, along with these trainees getting the hardcore skills,
Yes.
technical skills, we also
Mm.
impart these soft skills so that when they're ready after the training, when they're ready to go to the market, they also have these soft skills with them. In addition to what I've just mentioned, uh, during the course, during the program, trainees are also inculcated with these soft skills. As we all know, the market, the industry, the requirement of industry now is more geared towards how ethical they are, how integrity they have, how disciplined they are. So at DSP, we try our best to impart and inculcate all these soft skills so that when they are after the completion of the program, they are ready to set foot in the market, in the industry.
I think also it's very important to highlight it's free. Unlike other trainings, Mola. We have now basically come to the end, love, but I cannot let you go without one very important question. DSUPs have been known as really great force for volunteers. And now, with the help of DSP, these volunteers are turning into skilled guardians, Mola. And I think to us, it seems like such a great opportunity for our youth. So, if you were to talk to our youth, what advice would you give to somebody who's contemplating maybe to apply for one of these programs? First of all, I mean, they have to be either a Gale soup or a D soup, that's given Mola. But what if someone is actually unsure about it? What advice would you give them?
Lasla, before that, my experience in the last 5 years, one of the biggest lessons that I have learned during the last 5 years or so in DSP, um, qualification really doesn't matter.
Mm.
We have evidences. Just to quote an example, we had a group of TESUPs who have undergone the game development program. Um, and these 5 or 6 TESUPs really motivated, but they were class 10. Most of them were class 10 dropouts. And we are absolutely not sure whether they could, come up with something through this program. But through the guidance of our foreign experts, they took this program. Um, they were attached with this foreign trainer, and now um, they operate and manage one of the game development company in TTPL, in IT Park in Thimphu, and they are now selling, um, exporting their games abroad,
Yes.
and that has been a successful story, and then I we want to urge DSPs and GALSPs to undergo this program. Um, One of the agenda that we have at DSP is Desum has always been the guardians of peace. Now we are looking forward for Desums as guardians of our future Bhutan. And this skilling program, the areas that we have identified is very much relevant today and will be relevant in future. We have spent a lot of time in studying what is relevant now, what is going to be relevant 5 years or 10 years from now, and then and we are always here with the DSPs and GALSPs working together. As I mentioned, our program is a whole package. We train DSPs and GALSPs. We give you the best resources. We give you the best expert trainers, foreign expert trainers. We put you to OJT, through OJT internship, and we even have what we call as a new business creation and entrepreneurship development program, where if we see potential in your ideas, you can pitch your ideas. We will train you on finance, bookkeeping, and how to avail secure funds for your project or a company. So a lot of opportunities, and we strongly urge each and every DSPs and GALSPs to take part in this program and be part of healthy. The Desung Skilling Program would like to urge all the members of Desung and also GALSUM who are staying idle at home to come forward to take this opportunity of skilling and be part of this venture, be part of this transforming ourselves into a nation of skills, a nation of talent, and a nation of knowledge. And this is one of the greatest opportunity that you will have ever in your lifetime. And then at DSP, we are committed towards giving you the best of the best skills relevant to the market, relevant to the industry, relevant to our future Bhutan. So we urge all the DSPs and GALSPs who are there at home to come forward and avail this opportunity to make a difference in the country and be part of this nation-building process. Thank you.
As we've heard today, the Desung Skilling Program is more than just training. It's a pathway to opportunity, independence, and nation building. With growing sectors, real employment outcomes, and future-focused skills, DSP is helping Bhutanese youth turn potential into progress. If you're looking to build your future, the message is clear. Skill up, step forward, and be part of Bhutan's transformation. Thank you for joining us, and thank you, Tashi Wangchuk, for your insights. See you next time. It's bye for now.